dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuki, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel, man. TikTok story time. We got what's an unwritten poor person rule that rich people wouldn't understand. You got one? You got one?
I said no.
You ain't got nothing.
What is an unwritten poor person? No, I don't. What you got?
Oh, I got one.
What is it?
Unwritten poor people rule is you always collect your bags from the store so you can use them as trash bags in your little trash can.
Oh.
That's an unwritten poor person rule, bruh. When you got it like that, you don't go buy the little bags. You just keep the free bags they give you and you use them for trash, right? That's a little trash bag. You know what I'm saying? Them ain't garbage bag. I mean, them ain't grocery bag. Them new garbage bag. Recycle. Y'all talking about recycle? We recycle around here. So with that being said, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
Facts, man. So with that being said, you came across one? I don't got another one. You might just see here bread and cheese. I see a meal. Grilled cheese.
You crazy.
I'm for real.
When your shampoo starts to get towards the end, you put water in it so you get all the last bits out.
I did not watch that entire video. I heard poor people, rich people, shampoo bottle empty, put water in. Because you want to get everything out. Do we not want to get everything out? I do. But about 5 years ago, I found out that the majority of the clients that came to us from the salon, a quick little iced tea while something saturates or they're getting their hair done. A lot of those people don't own shampoo and conditioner. They don't own it and they haven't purchased it in years. What? Ew. No. Because they just come to the salon about 1, 2, 3 times a week and they get their hair washed there. They only wash their bodies at home. Originally, I thought it was an accessibility thing because I only ever heard that from the older women that needed help walking, or they would tell me, I can't reach and do my hair anymore. But no, it's all of them, majority of them. So every now and again, you see a bunch of 15, 16-year-olds going to the salon because it's hair wash day.
Oh, shit. Nigga.
Oh,
That's a whole different level of rich.
And that is something that I used to do, though.
Oh.
The shampoo, because I still do it with the soap. Like
you put the thing.
Soap.
Yeah, you do it. That shit be getting on my nerves,
I still be
bro.
putting water. And I have the thing.
If y'all can see what we see right now, he been going at it for a good minute, too.
Yeah. But anyway, but I may have like the soap to even refill it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like one of them things that I haven't broke yet. It's just like in me to just put a little water in it. And just put a little water.
Mama always said put a little water.
Before we...
You got a little barbecue sauce? Put a little water in.
Yeah, shake it up.
Shake it up. Then lather that bit. That bit gonna stretch.
It's gonna stretch. For real.
Stretch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just put a little water in and shake it up, you know what I'm saying? You just swirl it around. It's gonna collect all that for you.
No, didn't. I used to work as a nanny for high net worth individuals. An unwritten rule that some of my clients just didn't understand was that if you have extra food that you're not eating, that you're literally going to let spoil and leave out for your nanny to throw away in the morning, but not offer any of your household employees to take the food home, and in fact seem rather offended if any of your household employees even hint at them being hungry during a 12-hour shift.
Oh, shit.
I am referring to a particular client, and I was pregnant when I worked for them, and it was horrible. I was expected not to eat for 12 hours, to watch them eat all kinds of fancy food and not share any with me. Watch it spoil on the counter, come into work the next day and throw it away.
That's crazy.
The worst part is, this person is a social media influencer, one of them, and one of their top charities is feeding people with food insecurity.
Oh, baby.
What's an unwritten rule from your world?
If y'all know, let me know. But I'm going to do a little research after this because I'm nosy. And I want to know. Because that's
money. You got to be big. For a social media, you call this... Kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to narrow it down, honey, to somebody.
I got to know who she talking about, though, for real.
Rich people just wouldn't understand.
So there are a few unwritten rules that we had growing up that we still do to this day as adults, right? Come here. For example, ovens. Ovens have more than one purpose. They don't just cook food. Those are also the heaters for the house, right? Number 2, grocery bags, right? These are not just grocery bags. What you do now is you put this on a doorknob. That's your trash bag for the week, right? Also, soaps. You put water in your soap, right, to extend the life period of the soap, right? Also, clothes. I still have my grandfather's old pants. I wear them now to this day, right? You never want to get rid of clothes. Also, right, gift cards. If you ever wanted like a free subscription to like anything and they need a card on file, you put an old gift card in so that when they try to charge the card, they don't charge the gift card. Also, fast food, always dollar menu, always.
Right, povos out there. What's an...
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be the always dollar menu but nowadays you really don't have a dollar menu anywhere. Yeah. They got rid of that. But I ain't gonna lie. Thing I used to do, pull up somewhere, where the dollar menu at? Hey, Wendy's used to have the most epic dollar menu. Hey, Sonic at one point had a good ass dollar menu. Then here come McDonald's. They had a decent, you know what I'm saying? If you from around where we from, that hot and spicy, that McDouble when it was $1 used to come in clutch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you really know that Wendy's Baconator used to be $1 back in the day, you know what I'm saying? You get you a couple of them Detroit, you straight.
All of these I'm familiar with, except
the junior bacon cheese. The junior bacon. I said Baconator. I said
junior bacon cheeseburger. Yeah. I'm familiar with all these except for the gift card thing.
I didn't think about the gift
all
card.
These I did, cause growing up, especially at my grandma's house, the heater. The oven was the heater.
But back in the day, I was always taught just put it on a gift card, and then if anything was a scam related or anything, because the more money you got and the more high end credit card you got, you really ain't worried about it because you I'll swipe the card. Somebody try to charge something on it, I can dispute it and get my money back. I ain't really worried about it. But
I'm not familiar with it. I just haven't done it recently.
But that is smart though.
Yeah,
the gift card thing, that is true. If you doing the subscription, and they doing a free part, the free week, and you I might forget to cancel. Just use the gift card.
Facts.
Written rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand.
When a rich friend takes you out to go get something to eat and they say, I got you, I order what I know I can afford just in case something happens.
Right, povos out there. What's an unwritten rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand?
I commented, but I'm going to say it. Saving bacon grease. Because butter's expensive. So you use the bacon grease to cook eggs and put on top of biscuits before you put them in the oven. Also saving all your grocery bags to use later as kitty litter bags or for any other type of messes. Cutting up old towels to use as rags around the house or old t-shirts to use around the house.
Yeah.
Getting your soap bar that has gotten worn down quite a bit and then just sticking it on the back of your new soap bar and letting it stick so that you've got layers of old soap and new soap because you don't want to waste it. Using water that you've cooked noodles or soup or something in that you've not going to drink to water your plants because don't want to waste it and it's got nutrients. Also cutting off the edges of your scraps that a lot of people throw away. I see them in videos all the time. They just chop, 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 and then they throw all those away. You save them and you put them in your freezer so that you can make your homemade broth later. Also in containers that you bought from the store that used to be salsa because it's glass and you don't want to throw it away.
Right.
That's true though. I ain't gonna hold you. We still do it to this day. You go to, you know what I'm saying, for a fast food establishment. If they got some good to go like what bowls or to go containers, you might, you know what I'm saying, you might keep it because you know that's your new Tupperware. You know, like I ain't gotta go spend no money on all that. I just, you know what I'm saying, every time I go to a restaurant, I'll be like, hey, can I get a to-go box? When they got that good black bin and that plastic lid, ooh, got me.
I just threw ours away though.
Well, all of them. All those. And
But
then
we done had them for years.
You got to think about it.
Like,
when you go to the carnival, you spend that $10 on that lemonade, and that lemonade be trash. You be like, but cool though, I got me a cup. when you go to the cabinet, you be like, hey, can I get a cup? Yeah, it don't matter whichever one. Think about it though. Everybody, especially when you in the country, deep country, right? I got one for you. Everybody got a what's that butter bowl? Mm-hmm. That butter joint, it got country something on it, but it's butter, it's a tub.
Yeah.
Everybody still eat cereal out of it, eat their noodles out of that bowl. Even the Cool Whip joint. 9 times out of 10, you be like, oh, you got to go play. I don't know, go get one of them bowls in there. And it's one of the ones grandma don't care about you taking. Because that's a Cool Whip. Yeah. That's a Cool Whip bowl. Just put some aluminum foil on it. You don't need. We don't get to-go boxes. You got a paper plate. You got some aluminum foil. There you go. Ain't no to-go plate. You fancy, huh? Go get your paper plate. Get him aluminum foil. He better learn how to rap today. I'll tell you, bro. We think this country now.
Rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand.
I was raised under the rule of not spending any extra money, no matter how convenient it made your life. Oh, there's a delivery fee? We're going to go pick it up. 2% fee to use a credit card? Nah, we're going to go to the ATM and be right back. 10 cents per grocery bag? We're going to take these out ourselves, but thank you. Insurance in case the item breaks? Definitely not. $5 convenience fee per seat to reserve at a movie theater? We're going to show up an hour ahead and buy the seats then. Thank you. All that to say, it made a lot of things inconvenient growing up, and so now I pay for some of those conveniences, but at least I know what I need to do and where I need to go when I need to budget again.
Povos out there, what's an unwritten rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand?
That you do not get to use the oven in the summer. And when you use it in the winter, when you're done and it's turned off, you got to leave the door open so you can heat the rest of the house.
Right, Povos out there, what's an unwritten rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand?
Everything becomes a rag after time. Old bed sheets that don't fit anymore and that have holes in them, rag. Dirty towels that are frayed and can't be used, rag. Clothes that have stains on them. Well, first they become pajamas, then they become rags.
That's true.
Then you have your levels of rags. So first, when it's not too bad, it can be an inside rag where you can dust things with it, maybe polish glass with it. But if it gets too dirty looking or rough looking, then it becomes a shed rag, which is used for cleaning tools, spills, changing oil, everything becomes a rag.
Povos out there, what's an
She ain't lying, bro. I remember back in the day, my mom used to, you got an old t-shirt. Yeah, I think I got one on one of them. Give it to me. She cut that thing up, cut it in pieces, because she gonna make that little one t-shirt stretch. She finna go dust it. Let's do dust rag. You want to do dust rag? Got one for you, my eye. Now, just after you get dirty, get real dark, just throw it away. You got another, Damn.
Rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand.
I just thought about one. This was gonna go over a lot. This went over a lot of people's head. You ain't got no dustpan. It's okay. You got some paper. Get that paper.
That's it. That's all.
Hey, it was a struggle. Don't go buy no dustpan. We'll need. Now just get you a piece of paper.
Some sturdy. Mm-hmm.
That's all you did, bro.
If a neighbor's hungrier than you are, the last bit of food goes to them. If a friend needs your last bit of money, you give it. And if something happens, don't call the cops. Y'all handle it. If the cops come to the neighborhood, you tell them they're out of their jurisdiction. Nobody talks.
Right, povos out there, what's an unwritten rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand?
Okay, I'd say the two biggest ones are keeping track of how much you're spending while you're at the grocery store to make sure you have enough for the tax at the end. And the second one would be that when your bank account is overdrawn, calling the bank and begging them to take off the overdraft fees because you don't do it very often, and seeing if you can get somebody you haven't talked to before.
Right, povos out there, what's an unwritten rule from your world that rich people just wouldn't understand?
This one is a pet peeve. If you're going out with a friend and it's your treat, tell them that up front. The number of times I have passed up hanging out with my friends because I did not have the money to pay for whatever the outing was, only to find out that they had planned to treat me, but they didn't say that. So I didn't go. One time I went on a weekend trip and it cost every last penny that I had to be there in the first place. So a friend of mine who was wealthy invited a whole group of people to go out for dinner at this really nice sushi restaurant. I adore sushi. I do not pass up sushi anytime. But this was you could easily spend $100 a plate at this place. I did not have $100. I had about $50. So I checked the menu ahead of time and I said, okay, I can afford to do this as long as I'm very careful about what I order to eat. So I did not order any sushi, even though I love sushi. That's what I really wanted. What I did get was amazing and delicious. But, I ordered one of the cheapest items on the menu. And then my friend paid for everybody. They just paid for the whole group, which was amazing and very much appreciated. But I remember thinking, man, I could have had sushi. I could have had dessert. I could have had a glass of wine like everybody else did. Had I known that I was not limited to my budget, and it would have made no difference to my friend, it would have been $10, $20 more, and they would have wanted me to have whatever I actually wanted to have for dinner. But they didn't say, oh, hey, my treat, until the check came. They still didn't even say it. They just paid for it. And it was as if everybody except me knew that they were going to pay for it. So if you're going to cover something, if you're going to make it possible for your poor friend to go and do things with you, tell them that it's your treat. Because if you don't say that, if you don't make it clear, we're going to assume that it's not, and may or may not get to show up.
But do you really tell them though? Because sometimes you be wanting to surprise them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we've done it before. Like, hey, we got it. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't just the fact that I don't want you to especially if I ask you to go out 9 times out of 10, it's because it's about the company. It's not necessarily about.
And honestly, maybe because I'd rather, you not know, just order what you go order on a regular day.
Because some people
if I tell you, then you try to get a little bit beside yourself.
Y'all.
Come on.
I ain't gonna lie, we had that
okay.
happen. My mama the times.
What you said? I said, hold
we
on,
ordered like we normally. I said,
let folks trick us to get stuff off the menu. Where they do that at? I was like, hold on, girl. Look, we said we gonna treat you.
She ran the bill. I said, you know what? And they were way before I had a little. They were way before I had a little bit of money like I got now. But they were back when I thought I had a little money. I said, it's cool, bro. I ain't even gonna trip, bro.
She done got beside herself.
She got beside herself. I was like, she said, well, I thought she was offering. I was taking. Oh shit.
Oh, it's my time to shine. All this knowledge and fucking skill that I have accumulated over being dirt fucking poor for so long of my life. It's finally happening. And I've already made a video about one of those, where you're always going to store your cups and your bowls and anything that something could crawl inside or land in. That hoe goes upside down. And then you pick it up, you inspect it, you blow in that hoe, and then you rinse it out before using. The heels on the ends of bread, you don't throw those hoes out. No, those are emergency sandwich making supplies. All you gotta do is flip them inside out so the crust is on the inside. Your kid will never know the fucking difference. You're welcome. Sometimes you just gotta go and have sleep for dinner. If you know, you know. When articles of clothing get handed down from sibling to sibling for so long that it actually becomes a family heirloom, The ladder stitch is actually one of the better hand sewing techniques used for repairing small holes inside of your clothing. And last one, because I'm not going to take up all of the ones that I do know because there are a lot. But if it moves and it shouldn't, duct tape. If it doesn't move and it should, WD-40.
What's a celebrity?
If it moves and shouldn't, duct tape. But if
it doesn't move and it should.
Oh, yeah. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you got a little super glue, you know. If it moves, you know what I'm saying, got a little rock to it.
But you know, most people buy duct tape before they buy super glue. The duct tape was...
Nah, we always had super glue.
Duct tape, I feel like duct tape was a little cheaper.
And now let's be honest. Everybody
and not the name brand.
Everybody who grew up a little poor, you know what I'm saying, didn't have it all. You might not been poor. You might not just not had it all. You know what I'm saying? But I say everybody got two things in their household that we can all agree upon. You had your mama or your grandma had this. That shortbread cookie container, that blue, got the little cookies on top. That was a storage container now. You know what I'm talking about? Or, and she had that popcorn container that had the cheddar, caramel, and regular. She kept that as a storage container. My mama had a couple of house. And growing up, bro, we used to use the joint as a stool, as a chair. The little popcorn joint, you know what I'm talking about? The variety joint. They'll be about this big, bro. You use some joints as a kid, as a stool. Like, you could just stand out and reach with you. Or you use it as a chair, bro. Or 9 times out of 10, it had something in it. Bro, you recycle. You know what I'm saying? Then, that backpack cool. That backpack still work for you, even if it got a little rip on it. You got some safety pins, just safety pin. It gonna work for you. It gonna get you through the school year. Her mom ain't buying another.
I had plenty of those, child. But yeah, you facts, so.
Hey man, make sure y'all spell what's up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But as always, I do go with the name DJ Kid. This is we are y'all.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back